Hey guys, it's Kevin here from Formula Performance. We got ourselves a new project, a 1987 Jeep Wrangler 4.2 liter 5-speed manual, affectionately named Blackout. We're going to take a look at this project and see what we got ourselves into. Okay guys, we're on the driver's side of the Jeep. We've started some of the rough body work with 120 grit sandpaper. While doing that, we found some rust issues. One of the rust issues we found was in the driver's side rocker. At first, we applied a layer of fiberglass waterproof Bondo, and then on top of that, we added a layer of regular Bondo. The bodywork is not finished. It still needs a finishing coat of Bondo and some more sanding with a finer grit sandpaper. On this Jeep, we received it with a CJ7 style hardtop. It's a pretty common practice on the YJs and the CJ7s to switch hardtops from one to the other. Unfortunately for us, the hatch had rotted out of the hinges. So what we're going to have to do is add some metal to this hatch and replace the rotted out metal, or make a bracket that covers the rotted out area of this particular hatch. On the passenger side of the Jeep, we were very fortunate. It was in very good shape, requiring very little body work. One of the exceptions was the passenger side front fender. On the passenger side front fender, you can see there was some previous body work that was attempted at one point. We're trying to repair some of the cracked and old Bondo here and fill in a little pitting in the fender. In the front of the Jeep, required a little bit more body work also. On the front fender here, it was a little crushed in. We had to put a little bit of Bondo there to fix that. Also, front windshield frame, fairly common. Get some pitting. We fixed it with some Bondo. And unfortunately for us, the windshield is also cracked, so that'll have to be replaced. Guys, under the hood, we have the 4.2 liter straight six engine. The previous owner had replaced the carburetor, but this Jeep has been sitting for about 5 years, so we're going to have to go through the whole engine. All the fluids will have to be changed. Everything will have to be looked at. Initially, we changed just the spark plugs, poured a little gas down the carburetor, and it fired up. It does require some tuning from sitting so long. It does have the unique style computer controlled carburetor which they used basically in the late 80s to early 90s. Not the greatest setup, but once it's tuned properly, will perform equally as good as a fuel injection setup. We're going to take a look on the inside of the Jeep. This Jeep is pretty gutted when we got it. It did not have a rug. It did have all the seats, but some of the dash is missing, such as the heater controls and the radio. This Jeep was left for some time without anyone sort of taking care of it, so we're going to have to really go through this thing, give it a good cleaning, check all the electrical out, make sure all the gauges work. We're going to take a quick look on the inside to see what we've gotten into already at this point. As you can tell, we've already laid a patch over the passenger side floor, which is unusual that the driver's floor is in such great shape, but the passenger side is not. After the initial fire up of the engine, we noticed a racket coming from the transmission. After inspection of the transmission, we noticed that the gears were broken. This particular transmission is the Peugeot BA10 5-speed manual transmission. It is not known for its strength or reliability. Fortunately for us, we were able to track down another BA10 transmission, courtesy of Zach, who drove countless hours to Buffalo, which, as most people know, is nowhere near Long Island, New York. So after a 16-hour round trip, we were able to source another transmission. Fortunately for us, the transmission seems to operate correctly after installing a new clutch, new throwout bearing, a new slave cylinder, a new clutch master. Hopefully now the Jeep will function as it should. We're going to take a closer look at the gears that we pulled out of the transmission right now. As you can tell, this gear is completely disintegrated, and also the gear here is completely wasted. We're going to take a look at the frame. Frame is in phenomenal shape. One of the small issues that it has is the front shackle is broken. We're going to have to replace that shackle mount and weld in a new one. We're going to take a quick look at the frame right now. Guys, this is just a general overview, part one of the Blackout Jeep. This Jeep needs a lot of attention. We're going to go through the whole Jeep to make sure it's safe for the road again. I hope this video encourages you to go out, buy a Jeep, have some fun with it, take something that was maybe neglected in the field, in your friend's yard, wherever, and have fun with it again. Now guys, if you like this video, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, hit that notification bell, check out the links in our description, and check out our merch. I'm Kevin here from formulaperformance. Thank you. That works, right?
It works.
Okay guys, we're on the passenger side of the Jeep. As you can tell, we've
Really?
What?
Really?
No?
This is the passenger side.
Driver's side, yes.
I debated if I should let it go or not.
Thanks. I mean, yeah. You're right. For some people, it's the passenger side.
Now, if we had that turbo diesel.
In Europe, this would be the passenger side. With this American, now I have to.